Welcome everyone. I'm Siddharth Patnaik and this is Astrotalks, the place where all your queries about the universe will come to an end. Last video we spoke about the Big Bang and I told you that this video will be on the after happenings of the Big Bang. Want to know what happened after the Big Bang by the time your brain processes the last word I said? Just stick to the video to find out. The very early universe was so hot and dense that no particle could exist in such conditions. In the previous video I said that in the earliest times all the four fundamental forces were unified. To understand this better, let's take an example. Imagine there's a water molecule. It's made of hydrogen and oxygen. These hydrogen and oxygen are the building blocks of the water molecule. Now replace the hydrogen and water molecule by the four fundamental forces, that is gravitation, weak nuclear, electromagnetism and strong nuclear. Merge it and you get one unified force. The physics of this unified force is described by the unified field theory. Now let's go back in time and experience the after happenings of the Big Bang. It's t equals 0. The universe just started expanding. There are many things going on, but the most important to be noticed is the separation of gravitational force from the unified force that existed back then. This separation happened 10 to the power minus 43 seconds after the Big Bang. The time from t equals 0 to 10 to the power minus 43 seconds is known as the Planck era, named after the physicist Max Planck. By the end of the Planck era, the universe has grown to a size of 10 to the power minus 35 meters and the gravitational force has been separated from the unified theory. Now there are only two fundamental interactions in the entire universe. They are the gravitational interaction and the electrostrong interaction. The physics of this electrostrong interaction is described by the grand unified theory. Now 10 to the power minus 43 seconds have passed since the Big Bang and the Planck era has ended. At this point begins the grand unification epoch. The grand unification epoch lasted from t equals to 10 to the power minus 43 seconds to t equals to 10 to the power minus 36 seconds. By the end of the grand unification epoch, the electrostrong interactions further broke down into the strong nuclear interactions and the electroweak interactions. Now it's been 10 to the power minus 36 seconds after the Big Bang and the grand unification epoch has ended. Now starts the electroweak epoch. The electroweak epoch lasted from t equals 10 to the power minus 36 seconds to t equals 10 to the power minus 32 seconds. During the electroweak epoch, the temperature of the universe was 10 to the power 28 Kelvin, which was low enough for the manifestation of strong nuclear interactions and the electroweak interactions. After this starts the inflationary epoch. You must have heard of the cosmic inflation that took place just after the Big Bang. This was the time when it took place. 10 to the power minus 32 seconds after the Big Bang. At this point, the universe suddenly started expanding so rapid that it became 10 to the power 78 times its previous volume. This inflation happened faster than the speed of light. But isn't the speed of light the maximum anything can get? No, the speed of light is the speed limit for every particle in the universe, but not for the universe itself. The universe can expand faster than the speed of light. After 10 to the power minus 12 seconds from the Big Bang, the electroweak symmetry breaking took place. What happened here was the electroweak interactions broke down into electromagnetic interactions and weak nuclear. Now, all the four fundamental forces have got their identity, but there is still no evidence of protons or neutrons in the universe. Stay tuned to find out how protons, neutrons and all the fundamental particles were made. You are watching Astrotalks and this was the very early universe.